Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 9. How does it get any better than this? I'm just going to fix my camera a little bit here. Yay, yay, yay. 9 days in. I wonder what magic we are creating that we haven't even acknowledged yet, my sweet friends. Yeah, Mr. Allen posted some magic that he's been creating. And how does it get any better? Hello, sweet Carrie. Hello, hello. Yeah, awesome. So day 9 is all about the tool, who does it belong to? Which is a tool that if you've been to a bars class, you should have heard about, or in various radio shows. It's a tool that is... I attribute to the tool, who does it belong to really saving my living. Not saving my life, but saving my living. Hello, sweet Joanna. Hello, sweet Fabian. Carrie, are you sure? You need help with spending money? What are the points of view that are there for you, Carrie? I had so much anxiety for many, many years. So that once I came to Access and got the tool of who does it belong to, I literally got my life back. I got to the point where I couldn't travel in vehicles with other people other than myself or my husband driving. It was just crazy. And now, I can go all over the world with no problem. So awesome. Hello, sweet Sue. Yeah, Carrie, so there's nothing worth anything. Cool. Then you don't have to spend it. Everywhere you've decided that you have to spend it, or that you should spend it, or you need to spend it, we destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, fuck, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Hello, sweet Maya. Hello, sweet Denise. Yeah. And then, Carrie, you could ask things to come that are just really light you up. And then you also want to look at the word worth, because it's often judgment when we go to worth. But what about instead of finding things that light you up? And if there isn't, again, that's cool. You don't have to spend the money. You can give it to charities that light you up. You can put it into investments that light you up. There's various things. You could just take, random bills and hand it out on the street if it was fun for you. Like, really, what would create more for you? What would be fun for you? Yeah. And anywhere that we've decided that we have to be with money the same way that we see other people be with money, or spend money the way other people spend money, we destroy and uncreate all that times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, putt, puck, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Awesome. And just a note, so for some reason, the day 8 PDF will not go into that folder. I even tried to make another day 8 folder and put it in there, and it would not go in there. So for now, I've just posted it in the group itself. You can download it there, and I'll look at it later. I needed to take a break from trying to make it work because it was so frustrating. Hello, Gisela. Hello, hello. You're very welcome, Carrie. You're very welcome. So I will get it in there, but I'm not sure that it'll be today, but you can access day 8's PDF in the group now. I just posted it in there to save my sanity for a while. All right, so day 9 is all about returning to sender. We are infinitely aware, which means we are aware of every person's money crazy on the planet. And there are some awarenesses that we are more aware of. So some of us have more of an awareness, or tap into more of when people are living in lack. So I often use the word theme. I know that's not the correct word, but it's the best energy I can match to the word, is this theme of always going into lack. There's not enough. I'll never have enough. I'll never be enough. There's not enough money. There's not enough. And so then it seems like we're really, really aware of that more so. For some people, they're more aware of kind of the unawareness with money. So overspending and using credit cards to buy stuff that doesn't light them up, and different stuff like that. So we all have these different sort of themes that we're more aware of. So if you look at, a lot of times, because what I'll say to somebody when they're talking is like, who are you being, or who does that belong to? And they'll say, no, it's mine. I have lived this way for 20 years. It's still not yours. You're just really aware of that energy with money. So it really is about utilizing the who does this belong to, return to sender with consciousness all the time. If you're not in the space of infinite joy, infinite wealth, infinite orgasmic energy, infinite yumminess, infinite kindness, who does it belong to? Return to sender with consciousness. And what we suggest in Access is to say that for every thought, feeling, emotion for 3 days. Now, I know it sounds like a huge challenge, but I promise you when you do it, it is life-changing. And I remember the first time I did it. Oh, and hello, Marguerite and Allison. The very first time that I did that, I'd listened to only a couple of radio shows to do with Access. I had very little knowledge, but it seemed like a really cool thing to do. And I was in a condo in Mexico, and my husband had come home, so I was there by myself. So actually, it was probably the easiest time to do it for the first time. And what was so interesting is the one day I was sitting by the pool, and the restaurant there had these just delicious hamburgers from my point of view. And it was about 11 o'clock, which is usually when I have lunch. And I started getting hungry, and I started going, oh, I'll have a hamburger. Because of course, it's 11 o'clock, I'm hungry, and they serve delicious hamburgers. Like, it made sense, except that I went, oh wait, no, I've got this tool. Who does that belong to? Return to sender with consciousness. Well, it went away. Like, it totally went away. And I was like, the hunger, everything went away. I was like, what? Whoa. And then what was so cool was 10 minutes later, the guy 2 chairs down from me got his burger delivered. And I was like, man, like, and it doesn't have to be people beside you that you pick up on. They can be people in other countries, can be people from other lifetimes. I mean, it doesn't have to be that, but it was just such an interesting kind of like, whoa. And then on the second day, well, the second night, so I was day 2, like 2 days into doing it, it was so weird because I was laying in bed and kind of, ready to fall asleep. And I kind of freaked out a little bit in my head because there was nothing there. For the first time in my entire life, there was nothing in my head until, of course, I chose the bit of a freak out, which then, of course, then I had a lot of stuff in my head, which wasn't mine either. But it was such an interesting space. So when you're going to pay bills, when you're looking at prices in stores, when you're talking about anything, I mean, it doesn't have to be just to do with money, but of course, that's what we're talking about today. But really, 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 truly check in. Is it yours? Who does that belong to? Return to sender with consciousness. Now, it doesn't mean, let's say you're looking at a $5,000 purchase and you only have $2,000 in your bank account, and you go, oh, well, that's too expensive. And you go, oh, no, I'm going to use who does it belong to, and then I can just put it on my credit card. That's not what I'm talking about at all. It's about still being in your awareness, still being aware of what will create more for you. And yeah, you probably don't have a point of view about it being $5,000. And will it create more for you to buy it that day? Or could it be like, whoa, body, do you love that? Oh, body, you love that. I love it too. Okay, what magic can we be to create that coat showing up as if by magic? And maybe it is that the money shows up and you go and buy it. Maybe you get it gifted. I mean, who knows? But it's not about then going kind of overriding all of your other awarenesses, but recognize the crazy is not yours. So everywhere that you've bought, the crazy is yours, and distracted yourself with it, because that's what we do. We destroy and uncreate it all times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, rock, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So the one that I probably say the most, as opposed to, who does it belong to, is who am I being here? And you can use either, it doesn't matter. It's just sometimes I find who am I being here it's just a little bit more eased for me to go, oh my gosh, that's totally how my mom dealt with money. All right, return to sender with consciousness, right, wrong, good, bad, online, puck, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And then sometimes you can even go into the question of, depending on the situation, of like, if I was truly choosing for me here, for my reality with money, what would I choose? Oh yeah, it would be to not freak out about this past expenditure that showed up, or about the bill that's due next month, or whatever it is. It'd be not to freak out about that, Just be in your awareness. Okay, well, what's required then? What can I be and do different today to go create that amount right away? So you just basically go into question instead of the freak out or the crazy. So everything that brings up, latest, star, and uncreated, all times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, puck, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So for any of you who haven't taken a foundation class yet, of course, I strongly encourage you to. And one of the body processes that you learn in foundation is the biomimetic mimicry, which is basically the body process that assists your body to let go of everything that you've been mimicking, both with your body and your mind and the crazy and all of that. So it's a body process that you get ran. Now with that, there are some clearings, which are the clearings of the day. So they do sound a little bit funny, but it basically that it clears the biomimetic mimicry, everywhere you're mimicking people. So what you want to be aware of is, that this is a body process. If you have people around you that run body processes or take classes, or maybe you've taken classes and you've taken them with friends, be asking your body when it would like this process, because it so changes everything. It so changes everything. And Gary's suggestion is getting it ran 200 to 300 times, because that is how much we mimic. If you look at how much throughout the day you're in other people's universes, you're having thoughts that aren't yours, you're freaking out about things that have nothing to do with you, that's how aware we are. We don't want to shut the awareness down anymore. We've probably done a really great job of doing that. What we want to do is be aware that it's not ours and carry on. Yeah. So Cynthia says, we had a school shooting very near to here yesterday. I have such fog and confusion today. 2 other people said they had it too. So unhappy that no one does anything to change this. Yeah. And so, if you look at that, Cynthia, is any of that yours? Everything that is, we destroy and uncreate it all, return to sender with consciousness. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, puck, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And what action can you take to change it? So everywhere you've projected out that other people should do something to change it, instead of looking at how you can change it, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, online, puck, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Because it's really easy for us, and I've done it myself, to look outward and go, wow, well, they need to stop allowing guns, or whatever that is. And it's like, actually, what if we all look in our own lives, and where are we killing ourselves? Where are we abusing ourselves? Where are we hating ourselves? Because that's where it starts. That's what has to be changed before we can go outside and change the planet. As Dane's book, Being You, Changing the World. So yeah, and then lots of times from that kind of inner work, there is like, oh man, we could set this up, or we could do this different, or wow, I'd really like to run for the board of whatever, so that you can actually get yourself into a place where you can actually change kind of what you're talking about with that, external. But you can never change the external with the internal being the same energy as what you'd like to change. Be the change you wish to see on the planet. I think that's Gandhi's maybe. It's the same energy. It's like, what can you be and do different today that would change that right away? Yeah, right, wrong, good, bad, online, puck, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And then if you don't mimic what they're, where they're at, if you acknowledge it, you have the awareness that people are walking around in confusion and dazed and freaked out, and you acknowledge it. Yes, that's, some people are choosing that. Then what you can ask is, what energy can I be here to change this? What energy can I be here to change this? It was something that one of the classes that I took with Gary and Dane recently, Gary had a really bad cold, and a lot of people just generally project onto him, and this is what they were talking about, generally project onto him that he's dying when he gets sick. They just go straight to that place. And what was so interesting is that they were talking about this in class. And I had done it too, because, you see him, usually he's, just walks in and has just an energy about him, but he was really, really sick. And it was like, it was yuck. And so, they were talking about this, and then they said, and so Dane said, like, instead of people going, oh my gosh, it looks like Gary's dying, why don't they ask, what energy could I contribute to change this? Not change it from the place of change it for Gary, because that's Gary's choice, right? But change it, like contribute, like to be the change that we're asking for. And so as they were talking about it, and as soon as Dane said that question, and then all of us obviously went to it, it totally changed Gary's body. All of a sudden he was sitting up straight. It was totally different. Now, I don't mean to make Gary a victim to people's projections, but it was another acknowledgement for me how much we can allow people's projections to affect us. So, when we look at situations like the school shooting, and I mean, this morning, I don't know how many people I've seen post about this is the 18th or 30th or 400th this year, or, and it's like, is that the energy we'd like to have out there? Is that the conversation we'd like to be having about this? I don't mean we push it under the rug or we pretend it's not happening. That's not what I mean. But do we really want to focus on how many there's been? Or would we like to have a conversation about what is it going to take to change this? Like, what else is possible here that we've never even considered? So everything that brings up, will you guys destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, online, POD POC, shorts, boys, and beyond. And it's also never wrong what we choose. So Cynthia, if the confusion and the fog, if you choose that, there's no wrongness in it. Choose it. Don't make yourself wrong for choosing it, and then don't make yourself right for it. We often find other people who are choosing similar go, oh yeah, okay, phew, at least it's not just me. Instead of like, hey, you know what, this is what I'm choosing right now, and that's what I'm choosing. Not right, not wrong. So anywhere we've made ourselves right or wrong for what we've chose, what we've mimicked, what we haven't chose, what we haven't mimicked, destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, POD POC, shorts, boys, and beyonds. All right, so let's run the clearings. So what creation are you using to invoke and perpetrate the biomimetic and biomimetric mimicry of other people's pathways, pains, and realities are you choosing? Everything that is, we destroy and uncreate at all times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, POD POC, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What creation are you using to invoke and perpetrate the biomimetic and biomimetric mimicry of other people's pathways, pains, and realities with money are you choosing? Everything that is, we destroy and uncreate at all times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, POD POC, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What creation are you using to invoke and perpetrate the biomimetic and biomimetric mimicry of other people's pains, pathways, and realities are you choosing? Everything that is, we destroy and uncreate at all times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9 POD POC, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What creation are you using to invoke and perpetrate the biomimetic and biomimetric mimicry of other people's pains, pathways, and realities with money are you choosing? Everything that is, we destroy and uncreate at all times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9 POD POC, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What creation are you using to invoke and perpetrate the biomimetic and biomimetric mimicry of other people's pathways, pains, and realities are you choosing? Everything that is, we destroy and uncreate at all times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, online, POD POC, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What creation are you using to invoke and perpetrate the biomimetic, biomimetric mimicry of other people's pathways, pains, and realities with money are you choosing? Everything that is, we destroy and uncreate at all times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9 POD POC, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What creation are you using to invoke and perpetrate the biomimetic and biomimetric mimicry of other people's pathways, pains, and realities are you choosing? Everything that is, we destroy and uncreate at all times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9 POD POC, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What creation are you using to invoke and perpetrate the biomimetric and biomimetic mimicry of other people's pathways, pains, and realities with money are you choosing? Everything that is, we destroy and uncreate at all times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9 POD POC, shorts, boys, and beyonds. What creation are you using to invoke and perpetrate the biomimetic and biomimetric mimicry of other people's pathways, pains, and realities are you choosing? Everything that is, we destroy and uncreate at all times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, POD shorts, boys and beyonds. What creation are you using to invoke and perpetrate the biomimetic and biomimetric mimicry of other people's pathways, pains, and realities with money are you choosing? Everything that is, we destroy and uncreate all times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, POD shorts, boys and beyonds. Awesome. How does it get any better than that, sweet friends? Whew. Okay. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I look forward to playing with you tomorrow. And I will be on my lunch break from the Choice of Possibilities with Gary and Simone from Denver. So I'm very, very excited to, and I'm just audio streaming it, so I'm just staying at home, but I get to play with that class. So yes. And anybody who's interested, I know a few of you are in England. I'm facilitating a foundation there in September, and Sweet Alan is hosting me, so it's going to be an awesome time. And you can contact him for more details, or me. And maybe you're not from England, but you'd like to visit England. September is a very pretty time to visit. All right, guys, have an awesome rest of your day, and I look forward to playing with you tomorrow.